Hello, beautiful. Thank you for being in our video today. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Carol. I'm an author, a healer, a fairy whisperer, a dragon whisperer, and a gatekeeper to everything magical. And as I came out to shoot this video, we have a beautiful guide that came in as I walked to my sacred place. And she is enjoying the fresh green of the leaves right now and really not minding that we're here at all. I was just in the midst of invoking all my guidance team to start the video, so I haven't done that. I'm going to pause the video and call them in, and then we'll get started. And she continues right now as I'm still summoning in guides. So everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Carol. I'm an author, a healer, a fairy whisperer, a dragon whisperer, a gatekeeper to everything magical. And I've been asked to come on today and basically speak on behalf of the elementals. And the reason for this being is that there has been a lot of misconception going around about dragons in particular, but of course, as always, fairies as well. I'm going to walk to my sacred place now and just see if our beautiful dear guide stays with us. I'll be right back. So once again, this is a message from the elemental kingdoms. I'm going to start off first with the dragons, who would like me to very much speak what they're calling their truths right now. There have been people who I'm sure come from the highest intent, but have a different understanding than I do of dragons. And they have been speaking about these beautiful beings of light in ways that are very foreign to me. And I just wanted for anyone that might be suddenly feeling confused about what is a dragon to come on and share the information that has been given to me. I'm going to switch over now. There we go. So, a dragon is a beautiful, energetic being sent from the divine, basically to act as a guide, an assistant to humanity in general right now during this ascension process. The beautiful Diana Cooper, who was one of my first teachers on dragons, goes as far to say that they are angelic. They literally come from the heart of God. I have been learning as I teach the Dragon Mystery School that they come from the dragon realm, which is 10th dimensional. And literally, they started in the 11th dimension as not quite dragons, more reptilian. And please know that if you are reptilian and you're in the 11th dimension, you are all love and light, of course. So that's very, very important to know. And I think this might be where some of the confusion comes in, because people do view dragons and reptilians in the same light. And when we speak of reptilians, we think of them only in the darkest light. They want me to not go too deeply into any of that. What they do, however, want me to do is to continue my discussion about how dragons came from the 11th dimension into the 10th, which is the realm of dragons. So basically, these were beings that were working with white creator source light in the 11th dimension, and they decided that they wanted to step down and actually be able to create with it. And this is why they came to this particular dimension, the 10th, and it became the realm of dragons, because as they went down into that dimension, their form altered from what they were originally, a more reptilian-based being. Now they went off into many corners of the universe at this point, and went on to populate different planets as such. And what one person was saying was that basically, trying to say this without as gently as possible. I'm even going to ask them if they want me to continue with this right now, because I have a feeling maybe I've gone too far with it. Right, so they're not going to have me go down that path. Instead, they would like me to tell you about a dragon being, a race that was on Lyra, that are very beautiful light beings, and they have a very humanoid kind of presentation, but at the same time they have scales, they have horns almost like Maleficent, a long tail, so very reptilian kind of based, and yet we're still called dragonkind on Lyra, and these were beings of love and light. So please be aware, when people speak negatively about dragons being the same as reptilians, draconians, these are different categories of beings that might share certain traits, such as scales. That does not mean that they are self-serving, not of the light. Dragons, as I said, are the most beautiful love-filled beings that come from Source and are literally here to guide us during ascension. Everybody has a dragon guide, and that dragon guide is working with you continuously, whether you realize it or not, trying to literally contact you, get through to you, and help you to understand that he or she is there and waiting to share their magic with you. Dragons can help you in so many different ways. I'm going to switch hands here. And right now I've been starting to do on my website dragon clearings for people that literally need to get rid of either dark attachments or basically just a clearing of oneself during times that might be challenging. Like for instance during the full moon that we just went through. That pulled up a lot of stuff for people, myself included. So that was a time that people were calling on me to do this. As you know, I also offer a host of dragon classes. Most particularly right now is the Dragon Whisperer course, which they are saying to put on sale now through this weekend. They would like it on sale for a total of $50, and it usually runs $60. I always have the option of either paying weekly for this class or for the full 4 weeks all at once. So the full 4 weeks is going down to $50. And I believe that is $12.50 now per class if you're going on the weekly payment plan. So they wanted me to stop and tell you that. And if you're questioning what a dragon is this a supremely dark, negative being? I will help you understand how they are here to assist you. They can offer healing, they can offer clearing, they can help you work on healing the earth, lighting up the ley lines, working with mountains, rivers, streams, the air, and literally gaining insight and wisdom through fire and protection through fire as well. And so much more. Their wisdom is so deep and expansive. We could all benefit from dragon wisdom at this time. Now, the fairies would like to also be heard right now, and they are wanting us very much. They're saying right now to offer their course as well on sale. So the Fairy Whisperer course is also on sale now through the end of this weekend for $50 or $12.50 per class. They won't be outdone. So the fairies also are wanting me to talk to you about how they are viewed quite often as dark entities, or entities that are tricksters out to fool you into all kinds of problems and challenges, when in reality, fairies are so focused on what the divine has sent them here to do, you know, as a guardian, as a worker, as a fairy godmother or patron, as any of these different things. They don't have time to play tricks on you. This is a misconception. They're saying, please realize that we are pure energy, energetic beings. Unlike dragons, they do not have a physical form until they decide to take one. And they will decide that according to how you present to them. So for some of you, this is going to be a total review, but they want me to say this because there's always new people watching and coming in. The fairy will literally scan you when they meet you, head to toe. They are pure energy, so they don't have a form. Then, according to what they see in you, if they decide to interact with you, they will present themselves by shape-shifting, their master shapeshifters, into whatever form they see in your mind. So if you are presenting a fear form, if you are fearful of fairies, if you have been taught that fairies are wicked, if they are dark, then that is what they are going to present to you. If, on the other hand, you see fairies as beautiful, light-filled beings that are aspects of nature itself, literally one with the trees, the flowers, the plants, the ferns, the moss, the animals, the water, the air, the earth, the fire. If you are seeing that, that is the true representation of what a fairy is. They are so focused on what Source, God Creator, has sent them here to do. They do not have time to get up to mischief unless it is because they are trying to get your attention and teach you a lesson that has to be taught. They want me to give you an example. This is an example I use in my Fairy Whisperer class about a gentleman that was literally abusing his dog. And they did all kinds of things, like everything from making the stick or whatever he was using to beat the dog fall out of his hand, to, you know, taking electricity out in the house so the person couldn't see what they were doing, to ultimately, when they couldn't get his attention, taking control of the car while he was driving it. And he literally went into a stop sign and hit the stop sign. So you see the symbolism there of the message that the fairies are trying to bring through. They were telling him to stop the abusive behavior. And that is the kind of often misunderstood thing that could happen. But it is not what the fairy is here to do. They want you to know that the difference between the fairy and the dragon is that the fairy has an ego. That fairy is here to do their divine work. But if you are messing, for instance, with a dog that fairy is a guardian to, they will take steps to make you wake up and stop. All right? So that is the very, very important message that they want you to know. They're also saying, now that people understand we have egos and the dragons don't, that you are not to fear working with us, because we want to work with all beings and members of humanity. It's just that right now, so many are not awake to us that we are real. And we want more and more beings to wake up to that and know that we are here for them. Now, what can you do with fairies? All kinds of magic. And once again, they are divine healers. They literally can send you incredible healing. And literally, according to the element, that will be the kind of healing that they actually share and send to you. For instance, they're saying a person that has diabetes would do well to work with the water fae by placing their hands, their feet, or even their body into a natural body of water. And that means out in nature, non-fluorinated, no pollutants, and allow the water fairies to come to them. And the water fairies literally will swirl around them and give them divine healing at that time for the bloodstream, to balance it out and get them in a healthier state of being. The dragons are wanting me to remind all of you, I've done this on the channel before, but you might be new or you might not remember that the dragons can not only heal you, but heal your entire ancestral lineage. So you might look back on some of my dragon videos to see how that's done. Or you can actually, contact me if you're looking for that kind of ancestral healing. And that you can get through the dragon clearing that's on my website. Above all, the elementals are saying the dragons and the fairies. Dragons first, they're saying, okay, above all, they want you to know that they are love, that they love you, that they are here to assist and to help you through challenges that you may be experiencing at this time. So call on the Dragon Kingdom, and they will be there. And if you haven't met your dragon guide yet take the Fairy Whisperer course, call them in, and it will be a beautiful relationship. They're saying also consider taking Carol's Dragon Mystery School class, which is ongoing through the rest of this year. So you can come in at any time for that. And that's all accessed through my website, carolweekland.com. I'm just checking to see if the fairies have anything else. They want you to believe in magic, in their magic, and that just remember that you can work with us in each of our different elements. The air elementals are coming in right now, blowing my hair around, as you can see. So Peralta and the air fairies are reminding you how much they can help with manifestation in life, and to call on them in times when you need to manifest things like abundance, health, love, relationship, all kinds of things like that. Last but not least, the elementals and nature herself are reaching out to you and saying, please come to us, into nature, to benefit from the incredible gifts that we will offer you, a calming, a balancing, a healing. It is here in Gaia's beautiful embrace that you will find the greatest solace in this time. Thank you everyone for tuning in today for these messages from the elemental realm and the beautiful gift of seeing the deer at the very beginning. I hope you all have a very magical day. Sending you so much love and light.